Um, hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
I don't know where I am.
Help!
Hello, everyone. Sorry, I need to eat.
You do need to eat. Hi,
Also,
Philo.
I'm on a
Thank
mountain
you.
Oh my gosh, 18 months.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Fuel. Hey, everyone. How you doing? Hey, Snow. Hey, Adam. Hey, Mal.
Thank
I'll have a
for
face for you in a moment.
speaking a lot whilst I'm chewing. Hi, everyone. Let's play some Dungeons and Dragons. It is. Tox has the best custom background.
Yeah.
No one said anything about ours, Jenny.
Yeah, I
Yours
know,
is
what the fuck?
amazing, right? Mine is just like clearly a cop out. Yours is amazing. No
Mine's
one said anything.
Clearly thought out, yeah.
This is outrageous. Honestly. Okay, anyway, hi everyone. I hope you've had wait. I've got a great one. No,
Is this flipped the right way around for you guys? Because for
yeah, I can
for
see
me,
the
it's
words
not.
properly. Wait.
Ooh.
Sorry about my goon laugh. That was too good.
Perfect. It's so yellow, jeez. God, it's so bright.
It's very yellow.
I love this. Why have we never tried this before?
I
Why is this the
know.
first time?
We should do pictures of her characters behind us. Like,
There are so many good ones. Next time I'm on a business call with it, uni or whatever, I'll just have it. This is what I'll say to my supervisors.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, wait. I also quite like this one. This is my forever favorite one.
follow leaders or don't.
Or don't.
Okay, anyway, let's play some Dungeons and Dragons.
We could be here all evening.
Remember when this was a D&D game we played? Okay, hi everyone. I hope you're all well. Let's play some Dungeons and Dragons. So, what episode of Housebound Adventuring are we on now, Tim?
I don't fucking know. 27, I think, or something.
27.
A lot.
Okay, I think it
so many.
does.
And last session, we arrived in the wonderful city of Walloon. By wonderful, I mean ambiguous. It is just a big old city in the middle of Corwin.
Ambiguous city of Walloon.
As we arrived,
Is
we
it a
realized
city?
that it's a city, but it's just not very noticeable because it's got nothing of note about it, apart from the fact that it's got walls and mud in the front gate. As we arrived, we noticed we were arriving for a reason. We weren't just waltzing around doing whatever the hell. Say no to the law. We've got such amazing theme going on here.
It's backwards for me, so everyone on my stream just can't really see it. But you get.
Oh, no.
I pick one with small words, so it's easier to translate to reverse.
I love this so much. This is perfect. I mean, it's backwards for me as well, but as long as it's the right way around for you, that's okay with me. Okay, yes. So we arrived in Walloon, and we were here to try and remove the curse that Nerdy had. Nerdy had a cursed item on her, a ring that would, when given proximity to water, just become extremely heavy and drag her to the depths. Which would be very bad if you were to embark on some kind of quest that required you to go near water, like, say, I don't know, to the Smuggler's Cove off of the the cove of the Dragon Mare.
Help your friend's mom, you might die unless you get rid of this thing.
So we decided to go to Walloon, where we knew that there was likely some kind of temple that might have some ability to remove curses. Arriving, we found that there was the Temple of Sune, goddess of love and beauty. And it became a bit apparent to us some of Nurilee's characteristics that hadn't really been properly explored as of yet. Nurilee don't like no organized religions.
She's just not a fan, you know? Like, they're just problematic, TBH.
Problematic indeed. That was it's a very grumpy moment where we had Nerdy basically asking, "Are there any other temples anywhere? Any
like
other
literally
temples?
anything
Anything else?" To which she discovered that basically there was one other that was very small on the other side of the city that didn't really have much to offer, and the other was one that was definitely made up, 100% made up, happened to be in a part of the city that was inaccessible. So she stopped giving kindly to that beggar, and we gave into the Temple of Sune, where we met Priest Evan, Priest Canon, and Priestess Code. These individuals all subscribed to the Sune religion of basically compassion and love, compassion and love for everyone. And we experienced a little of that when we had the offer from Priest Evan, where basically we said, hey, you're adventurers, you're looking to have a curse removed. Why don't we do a little bit of a like for like here, where you do a quest for us and we remove the curse. And then when you come back, having completed the quest for us, what does that say? Don't be
a good friend. Be sneaky. That's going to be Aura's energy for today.
That's excellent. And basically they said that a number of their congregation had gone missing. They were concerned and they would like for you to go and find them if possible. So they removed the curse before the quest even began as a token of their trust, and you set off to try and discover their whereabouts, after also being offered a couple of love circles. You met many family members. Kent Yellowfine was the partner of Jared Yellowfine.
Jared.
Jared Yellowfine. We had Phyllis Cursed, who was the wife of Conan Cursed, and we had Rasheen Kilthan, who was the partner of Magnus Poster. We found a couple of other interesting details about these individuals. Kent and Jared were a married couple, and Kent knew that there were marital problems because he had a much lower sex drive than Jared, and he was concerned that Jared had disappeared and run away with someone else, but had left all of his belongings behind, curiously. Phyllis had suspicions that Conan was cheating on her, because she found red hairs on his clothes, which you also found after poking around a little bit. We then also bumped into Rasheen Kilfan, who, after a little bit of questioning, we realized that she is asexual. And she knew that Magnus was going to a brothel to satisfy his needs, which she was perfectly happy with. It was part of their arrangement. Although there also appeared to be another individual in the house at the time, who she said was her brother. There were... and there's another person that you wanted to check in on, another member of the congregation who'd gone missing, named Eustace Follywold, which is an amazing name, and no one can say anything about that. And the brothel that you knew that Magnus was going to was called the Forbidden Kiss. Are we up to date? Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
Oh, about right.
I got a pamphlet.
You got a pamphlet because you really just enjoyed Evan.
I had some good hugs. No,
Evan was very, very generous with hugs.
Yeah.
Just an all-round great guy. Just so wonderful. By the way, last week was Evan's birthday, so if you didn't get a chance to say happy birthday to Evan, he's in chat. Maori nerd there. Look at this fancy production, right? Follow leaders or don't.
Or be. Oh my god! Which I'm going dead inside.
Be dead inside. Oh, we got company from. Oh, say hello to everyone I haven't had a chance to say hello to in chat yet. Hi, Adam. Hi, Malkavir. I didn't say hello to you guys because I was already talking shit. Hi, Oliver. Hi, Snorts. Hi, Evan. Hi, Richie. Hi, Anne. And hi, Graham. You have the best spelling of that. And full. And Carl's there as well. Right.
Oi.
I'm going to very quickly. Do you have it on rotate? Like, does it
No, I just changed it.
I can manually change it.
Yeah. This one I'm not in the way for, so I'm leaving it this one.
Right. I'm going to very quickly pour myself a drink, if that's okay. I forgot to do it before the stream starts.
That's fine.
So if you guys want to discuss, what do you want to do? Okay, what do you want to do next? What is your?
We were going to go to the
unit-
brothel, I think, was the...
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we
Yeah.
were going to carry on with the quest.
Nice.
Okay. So I've got obviously Eustace. You've got the brothel, which is the forbidden kiss, and any other things that you want to follow yourselves. Be right back.
Okay.
Get that water. Water. Be right back.
Thank you for the 300 biddies. I will appreciate it. Oh, jeez. Let's go to the other scene and just open Inspire Robot. See if we can get any more any more good things. Katie, you're muted, I think.
Oh my gosh, the whole time. Woo! Yeah. Professional. I know what's up and stuff.
Oh
Got my pure
Choose
vodka.
virtual background.
no.
Choose virtual background. No.
Oh, it's fucking with the background. Whoa! Where is it? Oh my goodness. Why wouldn't one go to the brothel? All D&D parties immediately go to the brothel. All D&D parties start off in a brothel.
It's true.
Are you going for a virtual background as well? Are you going to join us, Kate?
Yeah, mine doesn't have any automatic options though, so I guess I have to go and like download one.
Oh, really?
Or like upload one. Yeah, I've got nothing.
Maybe it's in like a newer version of Zoom.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I need to update.
I mean, after they had all those like privacy issues,
Ugh.
I was like, update.
Yeah, that's not fixed.
Oh, really? Okay.
No.
Fantastic. Very glad we're using this.
Great.
I mean, we're playing D&D. It don't really matter.
Oh, wait.
Oh
Whoa.
my god. That does not work well for me.
I don't like that.
Why is it eating my face? My cheeks?
I can see forever.
I don't know why I did that.
If you came here to watch D&D games, you've come to the wrong place.
Oh, let's try that again.
Oh, where's my thumbs up gone? It disappeared.
Your thumbs up.
Wait,
Oh, I see.
is that
Oh.
there? Is that there? I don't know.
I
Oh.
still don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, wait, how did you... Wait, what? How?
There's reactions at the bottom of the chat for me.
Oh, yeah. Wow, I'm clapping. These are the two emotions. You can,
Wow.
you can
Oh,
clap or
right.
thumbs up. What is the
You
point
have
in
clap or
that?
thumbs up. That's it. That's all you got.
Picture of me. I wanna.
You have two choices.
I have no choices.
Why do you have no choices? Have you...
Upgrade! Update your Zoom!
I use mine all the time. I would think it would automatically update, but I guess not. Shit.
No.
Never.
Skip past.
Because
Okay.
I don't have the Windows client, so I probably don't have all the features. And I'm okay with that.
It doesn't like me. I don't know
Oh
why
my
it's deleting my
goodness.
face every time. That's so
It's
weird.
just like, no.
Nope.
Do we have a bit of... Maybe it's like... I don't know. I don't think you have an especially homogeneous background. Maybe
You know
like
what? Mine won't work unless I have a green screen for some reason. So maybe with the update comes like the thing, or maybe I need to use my other webcam, the one that has chroma cam, like we were talking about earlier. Because I don't think
maybe.
this one does.
Okay. Let's
Anyway.
refocus.
Yeah.
So, you're out of the house of Rasheen Kilfan and Magnus Poster.
Did we already agree that we were going to the brothel, right? Or did we talk about that out of character?
Well, how about you do it right now in character?
Have we been to Eustace's?
No.
thing yet?
No.
Okay.
But they didn't have a partner, so we'd have to like break in.
Yes.
So do you want to skip
Unless
that and
they're
go
still
straight to
there.
the... Oh. So do you want to
I guess
skip it?
Open the door for you.
We could go take a look and see if there's a way in that isn't quite so illegal, or maybe in a way that no one would notice.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we might as well have a look because they're all close by, right? Do you remember? They were all...
They're all
on the
extremely
set.
conveniently close by.
This
Yeah, it
is
makes sense
odd.
that people would choose to go here because that's what's closest.
Okay, let's have a look at Eustace's house then.
The local brothel.
Well, following the instructions that you were given, the directions that you were given
Yeah.
by Priest Evan
we have-
were very easy because
Do
all
you
the
have to go back
houses
to the
just
temple every time? Because they
No,
all
they
start
were-
from the temple.
I
they
can't.
gave you directions based around like key points. There just happens to be like
Okay.
a square nearby, and you go from the square. Like you just go back to the square, and then from the square you take a different route. It's
Okay.
very
I didn't
easy,
just
very
predict
simple.
the exact order we were going to go in. But
No, they would
divine
never. They would never
powers.
do anything that was that meta.
Just like that, Katie became a cosmic horror. I like that. Oh.
And you find yourself at the abode of Eustace Folliewald. The door is closed, as you might imagine.
Knock, knock, knock.
Oh, nobody answers.
Eustace,
Nobody answers.
is there a window?
Eustace is missing, right?
There are several windows. He is on a ground floor apartment.
I would like to have a peer in at the window.
The window that you first find yourself next to is down a small side alley. I just disappeared as I tried to gesture. Oh no, I guess it doesn't care what the color of the background is. It's the color of the actual world behind me. Anyway, and you find yourself in a small side alley. You can see a window. It is filthy, absolutely filthy, to the degree where actually seeing through it is quite difficult. Could you give me a perception check, please?
Again.
Probably well to be dirty.
Or there was a struggle.
A 7.
I struggle to clean.
Too short.
You are very short. So getting past, it appears that maybe there's a part of the window that might be clean enough to see through, but unfortunately, you are not of the.
Tall
quite
people. Someone tall help. I'm too small.
What do you need?
I can't look through the window.
I'm gonna look through the window.
Okay.
Perception check, I assume.
It's bees.
Boop.
With a 16, you can just about see through a part of the window. Again, most of it is very filthy, and it looks like it's kind of just age for the most part. It's just, you can see there's a spattering of bird poo as well as just kind of dirt that's been kicked up from the street on the ground below. You can see through a portion of the window that gives you a glimpse of the inside. It is kind of on theme, also very messy. You can see that there are clothes that have been scattered around the place. You can see that there is kind of litter, and there's lots of parchment that's been dotted everywhere. You remember that you saw a lot of parchment in the writer's house that you previously went to, but this appears to just kind of be, you can almost see some art, but it's very dirty. It's hard to see.
Is it dirty art?
Go ahead. It is now. No. Does it look like it's messy in a way that's like obviously somebody who's just not very tidy, or does it look messy like there's a desk and it looks like it's slightly askew and those papers obviously fell off that desk either because somebody like flung them or because there was like a struggle or something like that?
The kind of the gist that you're getting from it is that it is filth. Like it is just
Okay.
a very unclean person who has not been taking care of their apartment.
Okay. It's messy. There's papers everywhere. Doesn't look like there's anyone inside though.
Can I try the door then?
You can try the door.
Rattle, rattle.
It'll rattle. It is locked.
Yeah, it's locked.
But you can see that it has quite a lot of give to it. It's clearly a poorly made lock.
Probably weren't taken from their home then, because I didn't expect people to lock the door.
We're not through this door.
Yeah, it could be a back door or a side door.
Yeah. I'll
Let's
have
go
a look.
around the perimeter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be a tall person.
Okay.
In case there's a
poking
small
around-
fence.
Poking around a little bit more, you can find that there is another window that is slightly ajar. There is no other door, however.
If I push the window, does it just move easily?
There's a bit of a kind of it has a little bit of friction against it. It resists somewhat, but again, you kind of assume that this is all part of the the filth, essentially, that it's just kind of rusted itself shut. Pushing it open, you can see a lot into what appears to be a bedroom. The bedroom is covered in, from top to bottom, more parchments with art upon it. The art is kind of pinned to the wall with small nails in a kind of reverent fashion. It appears that there is some kind of altar being made here. In fact, at the bottom of this kind of wall of art that has been pinned up, you see that there is a small kind of dresser that has what it looks like a very poorly made kind of like not like a voodoo doll, but like a figurine. That's supposed
It's made out of red hair.
There is red hair that has been put into this little doll. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry, continue describing. I just couldn't stop myself from going, ugh.
So yes, what the scene that you see in front of you is a bedroom. You can see that there is a small single bed that has been tucked into a corner. The rest of the room is quite dirty, and that there is kind of just litter everywhere. Apart from the immediate vicinity of this, essentially an altar dedicated to whomever this is. The art strewn up the wall is all of this singular individual who you can see is almost always the same person in face, but you can see that their body seems to change in each of the different images. There are similarities in that sometimes they seem to, like the majority of them have the same body shape, but the skin color changes, the hair length changes, though it almost always stays red, and the outfits are very inconsistent. In some of the images, the body shape changes completely, but they are all of a female lady with much longer red hair. At least she's got a very feminine appearance.
Okay. And the temple was to a woman with red hair, right?
The Temple of Sune?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The imagery used by the Temple of Sune is a woman with red hair.
Okay.
A beautiful woman with red hair is how it's described.
Specific.
That's how it's described.
Whatever you find beautiful, that's what she looks like. Well.
This is a lot.
It seems like the sort of altar that someone would have if they worshipped love, right? Become obsessed with things. Like,
this is a very healthy thing to have when you're
Yes.
religious.
An
Well,
obsession.
that's what other people seem to have. But it's weird that there's actual red hair. Because that makes it less like an altar to a deity and more like an altar to a person.
Yeah. I don't want to go in there.
I think we need to look for a red-headed person at the brothel.
Yeah.
Specifically this red hair, and I pull out the piece that I took.
Yep.
Put it away.
Let's go to the brothel, yeah? Hey? Just
Yeah.
normal brothel time.
With my adventuring party, nothing weird about that at all.
Oddly enough, the directions that you were given did not include directions to the Forbidden Kiss, the brothel.
You would think that Love and Beauty would be sex work positive, but I guess not. Imagine that. Sorry. I'll stop. I'm done.
No agenda here.
But we were told by one of the wives or partners, weren't we?
Uh-huh.
Where it was? Okay.
A couple of them mentioned it, and I think one gave directions.
I assume it has huge neons outside of it anyway. Easy to find.
Brothel. Arrows. Yeah.
You were told of
Forbidden
of
kiss.
it existing, but you have not been given directions to it.
Mm. That puts a wrench in things.
Just see which way everyone seems to be heading, and we'll go there.
Is there a brothel district?
Just follow the lines of people.
Yeah, well, it's all everyone seems to do here.
Yeah.
Since they go to they have a love circle and a brothel, and then a love circle and a brothel.
You're on a very specific quest, okay? There are going to be red threads.
It makes perfect sense.
No.
Red threads.
Mhm.
Ayo.
I was doing a thing.
Wait.
You don't need to turn on the red light.
Roxanne, you don't need to wear that dress tonight. Sorry, I can't help it. Walk the streets for money. Somebody stop me.
Can we find a guard again
Yeah.
and ask
You
him?
can. They don't like me.
Yeah, let's do the guard thing again. Yep, you can find a guard. They're posted quite regularly throughout the district.
They might not
Thank
know
goodness.
where the temples are, but surely they know where those are.
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Guard.
What? Guards always have this voice.
Wait, what was the forbidden kiss? Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Could you direct me to the forbidden kiss?
You.
Yes, me.
Excuse
I'm a
me?
big fan of brothels. Me. Where would it be?
Brothel. Oh, right. Sorry, I thought you were asking me for a smooch. For the forbidden kiss, yeah? Is that
Uh-huh.
where you want to go?
Yeah.
I think that's around here somewhere, yeah. I could maybe remember it.
Could you remember and tell me, please?
Yeah, maybe.
How would your memory be conditional? Have you suffered some kind of injury? Bless you.
Yes. A wallet-induced injury.
Our guards are like whispering to Randall, but not super clandestinely. And I'm just gonna be like, are guards supposed to ask for money for things like that? Should I have been paying people, or is he supposed to do that?
Well, I mean, it's sort of the way these things work, really.
The other one just told us stuff, but okay.
I'm just gonna slip him a couple of silver pieces.
So he's having a conversation with Oro, and you just walk up and go.
Right, okay, then I don't. I thought we were
I
like
thought we were all there
there.
together.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Like-
I just like the idea. That's not. Yeah, if you're all
Like I
together,
look
just
to
wait
Randall as
together.
a dad, like, do you have the money for the brothel?
Oh, we'll go to the
Okay,
brothel.
Papa, please.
Oh,
Money
God.
man. He takes her, looks him up and down. He takes a bite. Yeah, I think I can.
You're not supposed to eat those.
Doesn't actually bite into it.
No. I know
Takes it into
exactly.
quality.
Katie knows what's going on, but I don't know
Yeah,
about
I
money.
think you'd probably find some luck if you were to follow them red light lanterns you see outside houses down that street.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, I suppose that makes sense, doesn't it?
You're full in the chat like ding 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 ding.
Thank you.
Any more help you need?
No.
See if we can jog my memory.
No, because other people told us stuff for free, so we'll just
Oh,
ask
well.
them again.
Must be nice to have a good memory.
Just start like walking away, giving you a weird look.
Thank you.
Well, you're welcome anytime you need help. You come to me.
I'll try to remember.
Oh, nice. I approve.
So clearly visible down the far end of the street that is directly behind you. How convenient. You see that there is a lantern that is tinted red. We're talking at the very, very far end. This is attached to a much larger tavern that you can see. You can see that it is called the Dragon's Braids.
is the picture of the dragon, does it have like a braided beard or does it have like long, luxurious hair?
It has long, luxurious hair.
Interesting. And then this is the first one, or this is where it ends?
Is it so? The street that itself seems to end quite close to the. It's close to the wall of the city. Like you kind of
Okay.
come to the border of the city now, and this tavern is it's at the end of a larger street. You can see there is a lantern that is lit on the side of the building that's furthest away from the front door. You can see that it itself has its own door, so it's kind of this door with the red lantern is attached to the building that is the Dragon's Braids Tavern.
Which makes sense.
There are a couple of other smaller alleyways that you can see that lead off into other directions. But from here, you can smell not the sea, but fresh water, kind of. You know that you're relatively close to the part of the city that touches onto the river that feeds into the Dragonmere.
Do we just go in?
I've never been to one of these before, so I don't know.
Me either. We both look at Oro.
Well, I definitely haven't.
Is she lying?
I'm definitely. No, I'm telling the truth. I'm a very sheltered circus child.
Circus child.
We don't know. I mean, she might have a long history with brothels.
Yeah.
This is a sex positive stream. Oro can visit brothels if she wants to. Almost said brothels. What's a brothel?
Brothel.
Brothel.
Shall we go?
I think we're deciding how to approach
Oh, I
it.
apologize.
Assume we knock on the door like a normal door.
That makes
Ram, tap,
sense. I'm gonna let you do that.
Okay.
So we're getting to late afternoon here, which your assumption is that this is not the time that brothels are most active. And there is nobody stood outside. The tavern itself seems to have its doors open, and you can smell some kind of the warm smells of cooking food kind of waft through windows. And you can see that there are a couple of people kind of hunched over the bar with their drinks. But you step past the tavern and find yourself at a door marked with a lantern directly above it. It's light kind of dimmed by red glass. And in front of you is a door to go and knocking on. You see it is a very narrow building. It appears that it may, in some function, wrap into the tavern itself, perhaps on the top floor. But the doorway that you have in front of you appears to just be a kind of hallway wide. Who's knocking?
Tap tap.
The gentle tap tap. Nothing occurs.
Maybe we should go in the
Okay.
tavern. Maybe
Yeah, that's that.
maybe it's not an all-day brothel thing. Maybe it's just a nighttime brothel.
all day
but-
brothel. It's like all day breakfast.
Yeah.
All day brothel.
You need to double click.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
we need like a special knock or something. Yeah,
Should
then-
right click open.
Damn it. Should we go to the tavern instead? Maybe see if we can get any info in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Randall scurries away from the door.
So walking into the tavern, you can see that it is, like I said, quite quiet. It appears that they were serving food, and perhaps they still are, but now it is getting to the late afternoon. The tables that still have some plates on them are now empty of people, if not clean. But you can see that, like I said, there are a couple of people here that are sat at the bar kind of nursing their drinks. They are sat separately, not together. They're not talking to each other. But there is somebody behind the bar who is cleaning a pint glass. You can barely see them because they are directly behind some of the individuals at the bar.
Is there any space at the bar?
But the space is like pretty much it's squished between these individuals who have apparently paced themselves out around the bar just to social distance.
Oh, wow. How
Oh, there must be a
tall is the
plague on.
bar?
the bar is about 4 foot.
Oh, I cannot see over the bar.
I bet there's a bar. Do the bar stools have like the rung in them though, where Oro could step up onto the rung and then climb up into the bar
There
stool?
are stools. Yeah, you can get onto the stools.
Not that you have to, but like if I look around and I didn't see that, then I probably would have asked if you needed help or something. But I'll leave it since I don't want to like offer help that you don't need.
Well, do you guys want to talk to the barkeep, or do you want to just like sit down first and then go talk to the barkeep, or?
Everybody here seems to like money, so I think we should at least order a drink first.
Okay. I feel like one of you tall people should do that.
I can.
I'll give you
do
the
it.
money. Jeez.
What do you want?
Some warm milk.
More milk. How about you, Randall?
Just have a light ale.
I mean, yeah, I'll have a light ale too, please.
Okay. I'll go like socially distantly find a place to stand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So behind the bar is a not especially well groomed younger gentleman who matches essentially everything. It's almost like his entire look is absolutely uniform. He has kind of long matted brown hair and a brown long sleeve t-shirt and kind of brown trousers, and just kind of walks over to you and says, "Hey, how can I help you?"
You said not especially well groomed, or
Mhm.
an especially. Is your name Eustace by any chance?
No.
Okay,
What a
just
weird
checking.
question. Just come up to people and ask people their name.
I
So
mean,
bizarre.
isn't that generally how you make introductions with people? Is by sharing your names?
Yeah, but you don't like say like, "Is your name Bob?"
Oh, you just
You say,
reminded
"Hey,
me
what's your
of
name?"
someone.
Oh,
Um,
well, okay. Can I get you anything?
Yeah, can I have 2 light ales and a small wine and a glass of water?
Absolutely. We can totally do that for you. So we're doing distancing. So if you put your money in this glass here, I'll take it away. And what table are you at?
I point back
I'll
to where
find
the
you.
2.
I'll find you. You stand out a lot. You're very easy to find. Just put your money
Oh.
just right here. It's
I'm gonna put in. I don't know how much it costs. Is there like a board or? I don't.
yeah. There is a board. It's very
Okay.
hard to see though because it is like the right. They seem to serve a lot of drinks, and the writing is very. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Clearly, you're not a regular. So that'll be about, let's say, a silver piece.
I'm gonna put in. What was I gonna ask now? I forgot because I didn't know how much to put in there. I'll put in 1 silver piece for now. If he said the whole thing was a silver piece all together.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put in the 1 silver piece and I'll kind of hover my hand where there's other coins in there and I'll say, just wondering what about me is it that stands out?
Oh, you're just beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Drop the 2nd silver in there and put the
Oh,
money
honey,
away.
no. It was just 1 silver. We don't need 2.
Oh, do you not do tips? I thought that's.
No, honey,
How's-
no. You take your money.
Oh, okay. Take the 2nd silver back. And I just go.
The plague is in the game because first off, I was just making an offhand comment about how they were spaced around the bar, and now apparently we're doing social distancing.
I was also joking, but now we've
It's all right,
taken
yeah,
it too far.
It's okay. We'll retcon the idea of it being a plague. We're okay.
Why is the plague in the game?
It's not a plague.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna
Just
go sit
encouraging
down.
social distancing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put my hood back up.
Well, you sit down and you wait patiently. A couple of minutes later, your drinks come over, and they're placed on the table. So, what are you guys doing in this area? You're clearly adventurers. You got that look about you.
We're going to the brothel.
Oh, that's lovely. A hard day at work.
Actually,
Hard day at night, I guess.
some people from the town have gone missing, and a few people said that they thought that they might have gone to the brothel last, so we were going to ask them some questions.
Oh, that is that is possible. I think probably.
Do the
What
people
brothel
who
is it that you wanted to go to?
The forbidden
kiss?
We've said the forbidden kiss so many times.
Keep forgetting it.
I love it. Oh, I see. You see, that's more of a elite kind of business. We're not affiliated with them, but we share a building. That's not a really. I mean, I don't think you can just get in. I think it's a club.
Oh, do we have to have like a secret knock or something?
I mean, maybe.
Huh. Well, that's good to know.
I've never been. I've heard good things, mostly through the walls.
Do you know anyone
Live
who has been?
reviews.
A couple of our regulars go, I think. Hey, he's kind of a little bit drunk right now. This might not be a good time. Should I? This gentleman over here is a regular, I believe.
Mm. Yeah. I mean,
Should I get his attention for you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get back to work afterwards, but I'm gonna do that for you, okay?
Thank you.
Bang.
Okay. And he goes back to the bar, and he kind of like slams the table directly in front of this older gentleman. And you can see that he kind of lifts himself off the table, and the guy you were just talking to kind of points over to you and just says, "Shoo," and he kind of grabs the drink from in front of him and starts like pouring out the remnants of whatever was in there. And this guy kind of turns around and goes, okay. And he kind of lifts himself out of his chair and he kind of waddles over to you. And he sits down in an empty seat. And he says, "The next round's on you."
What? Wait, what?
The next round is on you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, we already got you.
Dragon piss!
Jeez.
What dragon piss?
Aura's like signaling to the barman. Like, no, don't do that.
You said you wanted information.
We
That's
do.
what Gareth said.
Did he say
What
his
do you
name's
want?
Gareth? The bartender's name is Gareth? Is that what he said?
That's why he's just intimated.
Okay. So we're investigating some missing people, trying to find them. And it seems that a couple of them were a member of the club next door.
Yeah.
And we were hoping to ask some questions over there in case they might have known where the last place those people intended to go afterwards were, but we need to get in.
You rich? Hey, it's peasants. Fuck going there. I gotta make people buy my drinks. My dragon piss! Gareth!
Signaling at Gareth. No, don't do that.
You can make it a special one.
Yeah, I want a fancy drink.
I'm gonna get up and go over to Gareth and ask him for a water with like a splash of wine in it, just enough
Sure.
to make it colorful.
Which he, honey, we're on the same page here. I got it. And he comes over shortly with what looks like a look at this.
No, I was gonna say.
What was happening to my teeth earlier?
He comes over with what looks like a very impressive drink. And it's like even got a fragrance to it, to the degree where you're kind of like, that looks like that might be expensive. Like maybe Gareth has kind of just like assumed you're going to pay like a lot of money. Yes, it has a tiny umbrella in it. Sure, there's a tiny umbrella in it. And he kind of puts it down. And it's like in a clear glass kind of tankard, as it were. And just pops it down in front of this gentleman and says, "Don't drink it all at once, Blythe. Oh my gosh, it's gonna get you so fucked up." And he's like, "What is this? Whoa, you got the good stuff out for me." And like, yeah, these guys paid for the good stuff. Oh my gosh. And he just puts it down. Oh, you better get all the good stuff out of here before it goes away. You one of the people next door, huh? Sexy people.
We just need to know how to get in.
The door.
Oh. What time do they open?
Somebody. Do whatever you want them to be open.
Oh, we just knocked and they didn't answer.
You gotta have a token.
Oh, where would we get one?
They call them token of favor, and he brings out something from his top pocket. You can see that it is essentially kind of like a casino token, that it has a pair of lips on them. You can see that it's kind of once again kind of a red and gold kind of. It looks like it's quite an expensive, an elite token.
How do we get one?
Oh, well, you're gonna be a member. And he puts it down on the table, and he kind of just starts drinking this drink.
Would you mind if we borrowed it just for a few hours? We don't live in town, so...
Oh, no. You don't go giving away these bad boys.
Oh, no.
These bad boys.
We don't even live here. You can have it back. We just need to go in and talk to them.
No way. It's still very much on the table in front of him. He's
Yeah. What if we gave you something to hold on to promise that we would come back?
100 gold.
Did he give us back? He didn't give us back the cursed ring, right? I'm kidding.
No, he took the cursed ring away, put it in a box.
I'm trying to think of what I have that would be like worth that without having to actually leave that behind.
Phil, thank you for giving nearly a decent.
Oh, thank you. Oh. I don't think I have anything that would be impressive looking enough to just give to him. Oops, sorry.
Whoop, whoop.
I have a single match.
Ooh, wait. I have prestidigitation. I don't need this. I can make a token. I'm an idiot. Or I could make him, I wonder if it has something special in it. I'm going to prestidigitation like a huge, like as big as the spell will allow me, like a gold coin.
Okay.
That has like really intricate looking work. There's obviously like there's like silver embellishments over the gold. It's got like a tree with like a crescent moon in the background, and there's like texture to it where there's obviously like stars in the sky or something. And I like pull it out of my bag and I'm like, what if I just gave you this to hold on to until we brought this back?
Looks like it's expensive.
It's very shiny.
Take it.
Okay. We'll bring this back to you.
Idiots.
I'm taking the coin and I'm giving it to Randall.
Oh,
token.
The token. Yes, the token. Because now we're not stealing it from him. We traded it.
Yes.
With the intent to bring it back.
Okay.
as long as
a
it's
lot
not a
less
one-use
morally
token.
ambiguous when you
Yeah.
have
Oh,
the
yeah,
intent
yeah.
to give it
Oh, I
back.
don't think it's. I don't think it's morally ambiguous.
pretty black and white. So you slip it away from him. Could you give me? I will take a deception check from you at advantage, because it's kind of a somewhat of a manipulation, but it will not be an especially high roll that's required from you.
15.
Okay. Well, the fact that you are you are essentially saying, I'll trade you this temporarily. I'll come back with something, blah, 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 blah. And the fact that he's drunk means that, again, I wasn't expecting an especially high roll for this to succeed.
For him to buy it, yeah.
He's essentially gone, yep, no problem here, taking your completely fake coin. And he's just he's put it on the table in front of him, and he's just put his eyes up next to it, and he's just face like this, kind of just, oh.
So do you go next door a lot?
That's all the time.
Are there any people there with long red
Too
hair?
much. Oh yes. Oh, what's that thing? You'll like it. You'll like it, and you'll like it, and you'll like it.
Why are you saying it?
The forbidden kiss.
No, I was asking if there's, and I'm starting to pull out the red hair with this color red hair. Is there anyone there?
Oh yeah.
Who is it?
Oh, they're whoever you want them to be. Sexy folk. Coming up here being all sexy.
I had been drinking just the water at first, and sorry, I got distracted. And now I've taken the small cup of wine and I've poured it into the water to thin it down, and I'm taking a sip.
Sure. The rest of you guys are drinking light ale, so you are fine.
So do they all have red hair in there, or is it just...
They can have anything.
How?
They are sneaky.
Magic?
Sneaky in the face. Sneaky in the body. Sneaky in the hips. They are sneaky all over.
Is he saying sneaky or snaky?
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
That's very important.
So sneaky.
Do they change the shape, or do they just put on wigs and stuff?
I don't know if there's. I think there's 100 people in there, and you just say who you want to find them, and then they go in the back and find 100. They go through the 100 people, and they're like, "Whoop! He was the sexy you," and then the sexy person comes out, and then you sex him.
I think we found out all we were going to find out from him.
Is there anyone else in here that goes with you?
I just don't take people.
Well, that you recognize that go in there?
It's a private club.
Okay.
If you're not in the bar here when we're finished, where should we leave your coin?
Gareth. Gareth's my bro.
Okay.
Love you,
Yeah, my
Gareth.
drink.
Gareth's just like, oh my god.
Poor Gareth.
Are you done with him? You see that he's kind of mouthing this from across the bar. Are you done with this guy? Okay. Hey, Gareth. That's me, not you. Blythe, come over here. I got something for you. And you can see Blythe gets up and he's like, "Whoa, buddy!" And he kind of like just tilts his way over to the bar.
Just sitting there with the mug, and I'm like, coin's red too. Church is probably involved.
Should we try and ask Gareth some more things?
What do you want to ask him? He said he's never been there. Of course, he could have been lying, but
Or maybe some of the people we're looking for have come in here first
Yeah.
or post.
oh, that's true. That would make a lot of sense, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can go ask him.
Let's do it.
Get up and go over. Are we all going over?
Yeah. Or we could.
On the
yeah.
opposite end of the bar from drunk guy?
Yeah.
Not to socially distance, just because he's annoying and kind of creepy.
Plague. He comes over to you. He's like, "Hey, well, you guys are really yo-yoing today, aren't you? How can I help you? What's up?"
So some of the people that have gone missing that we think were over there might have come in here before, and I don't know if they'd be regulars or not, but hopefully you would know them by name since we don't really know exactly what they look like.
You
It
can
occurs to me.
try me with some names. I'm part-time, so
Um.
Well, we got Conan Cursed,
And Jared Yellowfine. No, Kent. Which one's missing? Jared's missing. Jared Yellowfine.
Magnus Posture,
And Eustace Follywald.
I know Conan. I know Conan because he's a regular. You know, he's come here with his wife loads of times.
When's the last time you saw him?
I don't know. It's a lot of faces. It's hard to really gauge.
That's fair.
But I haven't seen him or his wife for a long time now. Weeks, maybe. They tend to come in for their lunch. Like, we'll have a roast laid out, and when we do a hog, they like to come in especially.
The last time you saw him, did he have her with him?
Well, not all the time, but sometimes. Like, most of the time, he comes in for drinks with his buddies or whatever, you know?
Do you notice anything different about him that time?
No, we don't talk a lot. I just kind of know who he is.
That's fair. Probably see a lot of faces.
There's a lot of faces.
Do you know anything like weird that might happen in the brothel other than, just normal brothel?
consensual weirdness, non-consensual weirdness.
Yeah.
I know like a little bit about them, but like not a lot. Like, I hear that they can like be whoever you want them to be. Like, that sounds kind of exciting, but like weird, you know? Like, it
Definitely.
seems like I heard at one time that somebody tried to make them look like the emperor. Like, I don't think that was cool. That seems weird.
Is our shifters and other like races that can change shape like that common knowledge? Is that something we would know about?
I think
I?
it's fair that Randall probably would have heard of something like that in a tale,
Okay.
one of his stories. Every time that we give Docs this bonus, we're going to have him come up with the story to record. So you tell me a shape-changing story that Randall knows.
I don't know.
Yeah, DMing's hard, man.
Is well, no, because it's not shape changes. Because what are shape changes?
Shifters are a race that can shape change. what is the other one called? Changelings?
Oh wait, so what was the question here?
Like,
So
But
for Ranald, shape changes are essentially anybody, any race of monster or person, or it can be like
right.
spells, innate abilities, races, people. It can be anybody who has the ability to change their appearance innately
Okay.
or through magical means.
So do like werewolves fall into that?
Yeah.
Because they're
Yeah.
shape changes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, then the story that Randall recalls is of a group traveling across the country. They're in a small set of carts. And they're traveling with goods between two cities that change depending on exactly where the story is being told to be more kind of centralized and localized. But the kind of gist of the story is they set off together and they spend like several nights camped by the roadside, and it's joyful and merry. And then on the final night, the group is attacked by werewolves because one of the groups that they went with, they were werewolves.
So they had a traveling caravan.
Yeah.
And one of the groups within the traveling caravan turned out to be werewolves.
Yeah.
And slaughtered everybody. That sounds very familiar.
Like, what are you talking about?
Maybe it's something that I've done to you in the past, perhaps. I don't know. Yes, that is sure. That's the story that you recall and you tell your pals about. So, Randall suggests to you that yes, shape changes do exist within the world.
Maybe that's what they are. Dooming's hard, you do it. Can you tell us what he looks like?
Who?
Conan?
Conan's just an old white guy, you know? Like, he hasn't got an eye patch or anything.
Oh, I guess there was that family portrait, wasn't there? So we know what he looks like vaguely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Old white guy.
They all look the same.
Mm-hmm. They really do. like, all white guys look the same. Doesn't matter what age you are.
But if people have gone missing and that's the last place they've been, then where would they be?
I don't know. I'm a bartender, not an adventurer or a detective. You know, I pull pints.
Do you want to be an adventurer or detective? You want to come along?
Well,
This is how we recruit Gareth, our fourth
Come on,
member.
Gareth.
I don't like fighting. You know, when there are bar fights, I like to just kind of stay back.
Smart.
Can be dangerous.
And just like everyone in this city, I'm a writer.
Oh, what do you write?
Katie.
You did this to yourself.
I
You
write
couldn't just be a bartender. You had to be a
tabletop-
writer.
I like tabletop RPG stories.
What's an RPG?
It's a role-playing game.
Can we play?
Oh, it's an acronym. I didn't.
Yeah, it's
I
an
thought that was
acronym
just a
for-
word I didn't know.
No, it's for games. Yeah, I like to do like futuristic ones, like weird city ones. You know, where people like use strange devices to talk to each other on some kind of like weird network.
We should play sometime. Can we play right now?
I don't know you that well,
Oh.
so I'd like you to respect my boundaries.
Okay, well, thank you.
It's been a pleasure. Tip jars over there.
I thought you don't do tips
No, I'm
here.
just kidding. I'm kidding. Goes back to work.
What is this, LA? Just make sure to recruit the NPC with the most difficult voice.
This one's not difficult. I can do this one.
Yeah. Well, now that
If you
we've got
were
the
to
token.
Get Kip Yeaster, that would have been a fucking nightmare. Or a German.
I don't think any of
character.
us wanted Kip Yeaster on our team. Don't worry. It was nope.
So really what I have to do is make the people with the funny accents and the difficult accents insufferable.
Mm.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you guys want to go try again now that we have the thing?
I mean, that's hoping that they'll let us all in for having a token.
Oh,
Well,
I forgot about
having some flower problems.
I forgot that I have made this thing so that I can just stick it in whatever crown I'm wearing, and then I forgot to put it in. There we go.
Oh.
I guess all we can do is try and find out.
Okay,
That's cute. I like that there.
let's go to the
I
door
can
then.
feel it falling. Okay, let's try it.
So as you get to the entrance of the Forbidden Kiss, you can see now that you observe a little bit with more, context. There is a small hole where the key should go that appears to take a small, perhaps a token.
Put the token in.
Slotting the token in, you can hear a unlocking click from the inside of the door, though you do not hear any commotion from inside.
Open door.
Would you say those words out loud, or you just?
Open door.
Open sesame.
Well, saying that out loud does nothing, but pushing gently against the door, you can see that it does. It does open with ease.
it's not voice activated.
On the
Now
inside,
we
you
know.
can see that there are stairs directly in front of you that lead to a hallway above.
Following Randall up the stairs.
Look at Jenny just kind of disappeared into nothing there for us. You were just a sliver of just
Stealth
like
roll.
your shoulders.
Go up the stairs then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's go.
Who do we have first? Is it Randall going up the first?
I want to check the other side of the door to see if the token just like plops through. or
Yeah,
it's
well,
gone
it
from-
appears to have been taken away. There is nothing on the. There isn't even a like a token holder or anything. There's nothing to catch it at the other side. It's just disappeared.
Yikes.
We can't pull it back out of the door.
It's not like a clothes.
We can or we can't.
No, it's gone.
I assume
Okay.
Nugget won't fit in here.
Nugget will absolutely not fit in here. It's a very tight corridor.
I'm gonna tell Nugget to wait here, stand guard. If I'm not back in 2 hours, then cause havoc.
Kick up a fuss.
Maybe since he's a giant bat in a city, he should be on like the roof and not just on the ground where people might just
yeah. That's what I
scared.
said. Like a tree nearby or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So who we got going up first?
Randall.
Apparently.
Randall. Steps up the hallway lead you to a long corridor. You can see that there are kind of 4 bedrooms or 4 rooms along the side. 4 doors, at least you can see, that you assume lead on to other rooms, because otherwise they're just doors.
Just one of those like
and
fun house hallways where there's just a bunch of fake doors.
Yeah, exactly. You can see that all 4 of them are on the left as you come up this staircase, which is the side where the tavern is below. To the right, there was just nothingness, because that was pretty much where it hit the city wall. At the far end of the hallway, you can see that there is a small kind of like a wooden stand, like a whole table. But I'm trying to think of the words, like the tiny little tables that are like just
Lectern?
sure,
podium?
a lectern. I'm thinking like the kind you would have in like a normal household hallway where the phone was back in the day, or like
Oh,
a
an
plant
end
pot
table.
is on there. Sure, an end table that's in the hallway. Yeah, and then there's an end table, and on it you can see that there is an abacus and a notebook.
Is there like a bell to ring for assistance?
You can see that there is some kind of button that you might be able to press that's directly in front of the first door.
I want to read the book. I want to see what's on the book.
Okay,
Is that
so
like a log of who's been here?
pacing down the
Like
hallway,
sex log?
you get to you find yourself walking past all these doors because this is at the very, very, very end of the hallway, like it's all the way down. And going past the 4 doors, you are treading at a normal volume. And as you do so, you hear that there is a rustle from inside one of the rooms. As you get to the end of the corridor, this because Oro has said that she wants to go forward. She's kind of stepped around Randall and taken a bit of a walk. You find yourself in front of this book and this abacus. The book appears to be empty, but it seems to have like a table, kind of like a grid that's just not been filled in. You can see that it kind of just says like name, kind of like payment, abacus. And it seems there's another section afterwards that just says comments, and it's also empty.
You can leave a review.
Yeah. Is the abacus moved in any way?
Nope, it is completely stationary.
What's the value the abacus is currently displaying?
It is neutral. It is 0.0000.
Okay.
Seems odd. Maybe it's just the beginning of the day.
As you get to the very far end of the corridor and you're looking through this book, there's something that becomes overwhelming to you, and that is the smell of incense that is in the room directly to the side, to adjacent to where you are. So the 4th of the 4 rooms. None of the other rooms had this kind of overpowering scent, and it doesn't smell like somebody's lit an incense stick and just kind of like done a bit of a smattering of incense. It smells like it is extremely strong. But as you do so, the first door of the corridor opens. It opens outwards and it opens kind of covering where you are, Oro. So you are not able to see or be seen by this individual who steps out. This individual is a strawberry blonde female who has kind of red undertones underneath the strawberry blonde that kind of like the hair that's kind of closer. Who is wearing a white shirt with a black waistcoat and trousers. You can see that they are kind of their skin tone is kind of a deep red, and you can see that underneath her hair at the front, that's cut relatively she's got. How do I describe it? She's got blonde, short hair with red undertones, and there are pointed horns that mimic a goat's at the front. And she steps out in front of you. Hello.
Is this
I don't
the room...
recognize you.
Sorry, quick out of character question. Is this the room the incense is coming from?
No.
Okay.
The incense is coming from the very far room.
This
At the moment, she can only see Norley and Randall. This is next to the bell, yeah.
So far room being the one by the door, and the one's closest to us being the one by the lectern thing?
No, so you guys have walked in up the staircase, and in front of you is a corridor. The corridor has 4 rooms all along the side. The first door is the one you are currently stood next to, and it is the door that this individual has come out of.
Okay.
The 4th door is at the very far end of the corridor. It is where Oro is currently, because she stepped away from you guys to investigate the table with the abacus in the book.
Gotcha.
This individual has come out and cannot find or see Oro because the door has pushed outwards, and she just sees you two. Who are you? You're trespassing.
Oh, I thought if you had a token, it was okay.
Yes, but how did you find your token? Because it wasn't by joining.
But we were given it by a dude in the tavern.
Yeah, we didn't know you had to join. He just said that you had to have a token to come in.
Yes, well, this is an exclusive club unless you are interested in joining, perhaps. Is there something I can do for you?
I look at Randall.
What are the perks of joining?
she takes
It's
a
about your
step.
rewards program.
Bit of a loyalty card. Steps up to you and kind of puts her hand on the back of your hand as it's kind of you holding your arms next to you, and she kind of runs up your forearm. She says, "There are endless benefits."
I come back around towards the door this far. I'm like, hi.
Turns. There are more of you.
Well, yeah, I shouted a moment ago, but yeah, I thought it was fine. We're adventurers. We're on a quest to see if we can find some missing people that have disappeared in the area. Intently watch her face.
She looks very concerned for a second. She says, "Curlian!" The second of the 4 doors opens, and there is another individual who comes out. This person who is wearing, who has much longer red hair, who has a kind of a flowing dress that's also a red, and kind of like a stitched corset that kind of glows. It kind of has a motif of just like black and red stitches that kind of meld into the dress. This individual has kind of like a, she's black, and she steps out and she says, "Yes, oh, tasty new meat. Hello." She looks at Oro.
Hi. I'm sorry, Tortu. I got
Hello.
confused. I was listening to Tom talk at the same time, I was trying to reply, and instead I said, "Hey,
Did
Tom,"
you
and then
call
I
me
was like,
Tom?
"Wait, no, I was."
Hey, it's a compliment, Tortu. And she's kind of stepped out the door, kind of next to where Oro is, and she says, "Hello, new customers?" And the first individual says, "No, they're adventurers, poking around like adventurers do." And the next individual, who you've assumed is the as she called Kirlian. Well, that's disappointing. It's very disappointing. She looks Oro up and down.
Listen, listen. I got a job. Okay, I got a job to do here.
And we have the first individual. She says, "Arion, stop being so uptight." The first individual says, "Well, what can we do for you? I'm sorry to say that all of our clients are given the utmost privacy."
I could see why that would be, but there are several who have been missing for various amounts of time, and we've been asked to look into it by their partners and various other members of the community. And the one thing we found in common with all of the ones that we could speak to or had someone to talk to is that they were patrons here. So we don't need you to tell us anything about their activities here so much as if there was some place they usually go afterwards or something along those lines.
I cannot give any details of our clients' whereabouts or their activities or their preferences.
Well, we wouldn't have asked about that last one anyway. But if they're missing and something
It's a common question.
Oh, do people often go missing when they're clients of yours and people have come and asked about them a lot?
No, people are very interested in other people's preferences.
Oh. Well, what
Dox
could...
pretends to be in a regular room. Dox's virtual background is seamless.
He's actually in space.
What could you tell us that that you'd be willing
Things come
to share.
floating by. Sorry, Karen.
No, you're fine.
As I've said, there is no information that we can give you about any of our clients, assuming that you are talking about our clients.
So we just go back and tell the authorities that the only thing that they all have in common is this place, and you refuse to help us try to find the missing people? Because I don't think that, like, I wouldn't want them to think that you were involved if you weren't. So,
Oh, my sweet peach, we have ample resources to sweep something like that under the rug. I promise you, we have no interest in missing peoples. People who are missing do not pay for our services.
But they used to pay for your services, but now they don't because they're missing.
and
So
if
you're losing
people
money.
keep coming here and going missing, then people will eventually figure it out, especially if we have to tell them.
Roll a persuasion check. Katie's like, yes.
25.
The magic words.
That's not. I only have a +7. That's not even like.
That's not even. That's not
Which
even
is
my
Not my
best.
final form.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't handle it. My 25th.
We're the mob. We don't need no stinking cops. I mean, yeah, we've
Nah,
already.
it is bad for business for people to go missing.
We don't even live here. It's not that we're going to use this information to.
I love
bad
that
outcome.
argument that you've got here that you've used now a couple of times. Like, we're not even from here. Why would
We're not that bothered. We're not
we don't
bothered.
give a shit about. We don't want a
anything.
lifetime membership.
Well, it's not. It's less that we don't want a lifetime membership. Yeah, it's not like we're here. We're not here to like ruin your business. We're literally gonna finish this and leave. Like
No, I know. Yeah. I just like that as an argument. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Yes, no, that's. If we had any information, perhaps we would share it, but we don't.
Do her red undertones look like the red hair?
Yes, but both of the individuals have the red hair is absolutely 100% clearly the hair of that you are trying to match to.
The shoe fits.
Do you all have red hair here? Is that a thing?
Or the second individual, Corellienne, she shrugs her shoulder for a moment, and you see that all of her hair that's bright red kind of ripples as it does it. It kind of immediately changes to a dark black all the way to the top, from top to toe. And she says, "Honey, we can look however we want to look, however you want us to look. I would really recommend you reconsider joining our club."
I want you to look in your records and tell us if these people have been here recently.
When they did that, did I?
I like you. You've got pep. I'll give you a discount.
Did I see her casting a spell at all, or did that seem more like an innate ability? Okay.
Roll an Arcana check.
Okay. 12.
Your training as it stands was not necessarily by somebody who knew every aspect of magic from, A to Z. It's impossible for you to have a full grasp on every school of magic, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Especially with your upbringing. So you're not even entirely aware that there is maybe a distinction between casting spells and innate magic. So
I meant more like a racial thing. Like, are they changing?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I can't. Okay.
It's nothing to you. That distinction is somewhat advanced.
Yeah.
And experiential.
That makes sense. I'm like trying to decide whether or not Nerly would just be like, well, here are their names, because Katie's like obviously not going to tell them who we're after, because if they're here somewhere. But like, would she think of that?
Mm-hmm.
I think she probably would tell them, because we've already talked about enough at this point. So I just in case you can remember who it is that we're looking for. One is Jared Yellowfine. one is Conan Cursed, one is Magnus Posture, and one is Eustace Follywald.
As you see that last name, you can see that there is a look of kind of shock and horror, but only for a fraction of a second on Carillien's face.
Okay.
Hi, waifu.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello.
Do
And
any
she kind of gasps under her breath,
do
and you see
any of-
Arion kind of look at her, and it's just.
Yeah. The like, shut up. Do any of those sound familiar to you? I know that I've noticed that, but I'm not going to acknowledge it at this point.
At this point, Carillian says, "Arion, please, adventurers, follow me." And she walks down to the fourth door, the one that smells of incense.
Can I insight check her?
Yes.
16.
You fail your insight check.
You've got
You are unsure.
you've got the
As we-
+6 by the way.
Oh, I do. Okay, I'm gonna use a +6. 1 second. I forgot. Oh, 1, of course.
Oh, of course it would be.
17.
No, you are unsure.
Her face
Can't get a
is
read on her.
blank. Yeah, that's fair.
As we go over there, because I don't think any of them have seen me like walk, I'm going to be leaning very heavily on my walking stick as if I need to use it. But it'd be like
I like that.
And
having
they're
it
going
in
to
like a.
definitely get the impression that he definitely needs this walking stick.
Oh
to
yeah,
walk.
definitely. They absolutely believe it.
I tell you what. Give me a deception check.
Advantage maybe because mime. Come
Okay.
on, he's miming stuff.
That's
I'm
true.
miming it.
Unfortunately, that will not come with an advantage. No.
Fine. Oh shit.
This is bullshit. Fuck this DM.
Yeah.
It's worse.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not sure of how convincing your display
I'm
is.
very sure.
Okay. So you follow Carillian to the end of the hallway, and she kind of just stands in front of the abacus and the book, and she gestures for the door.
Oh, is that your record room?
No, sweetie. Please
Well,
enter. I have something I need to show you.
And she had gestured at the book.
No, the doorway, the door that is closed. She stood with her back to the book, in front of it.
Gesture. Oh, gotcha. I look at Randall and Oro. Like, do we go in? I don't know what's gonna happen in there.
Hobbles up.
I lift my t-shirt up around my nose for the smell.
Because the smell is so
Yeah.
strong. Sure. The rest of you now can smell the smell of incense as well.
What does it
Overwhelmingly so.
smell like? And I'm not asking that to make you describe the smell. I'm asking that
Yeah.
because I'm genuinely wondering, like,
It's very floral. It is. I've got a very specific scent in my mind that I can't think of the word for. It's very common.
Lavender.
Lavender. That's the one. Thank you. It smells like lavender.
the one that makes you okay. So make my own soap, make my own incense and stuff like that. Grow up in the mountains and in the forest.
Mhm.
Lavender is usually something that is like calming and intended to like relax you. Do I detect anything else in the smell that, like, because it's so pungent, that's not how incense works, right?
Mhm.
Do I detect that it's like a mixture of things, and lavender is so overwhelming because they're trying to like mask the smell of something else?
Is this Katie or Noelle?
This is like they're acting weird, and I saw the flash of her.
Tell
Like,
you what, give me intelligence, Jack.
okay, well,
Straight up
I was
intelligence.
thinking maybe like survival or
Nope.
something, because no, not determining herbs.
Straight up
Okay,
intelligence. Nope.
boing. 6.
DM will not be negotiated.
Listen, I'm happy to negotiate on many things, but in this situation, no. No,
Can I
that's not
use
something
my
that comes to me.
inspiration to how would I want to use this? Because it makes sense for her to smell something like that since she's used to working with things like that.
Yeah.
If it were present and if it were detectable.
Sure.
So I guess I'll just use it for a reroll. I mean, I don't have a good bonus for intelligence, so
I mean, if you want to use your
you made a save against Katie.
I have advantage on saves against Katie because I've had Katie
purely through exposure.
now.
Exactly. And I know full well
resistance.
I periodically will have to remind him, like, you can say no to me. Remember, like, I understand that, but I'm still going to try.
If you use your inspiration, I will give this to you straight up. You won't have to use a reroll.
Okay, yeah, because I really feel like evoking, like, there's a lot about cities and like traveling the world that I can
absolutely
understand.
see that there are things here that you will, having someone who's used incense for ritual magic and stuff like that. There are definitely there are things here that you've got in place that would allow you to put the things together.
Okay.
But that's kind of what the intelligence check was for.
Yeah, that's what I figured,
if you want to use your inspiration,
yeah.
okay. Absolutely, 100%. You have no doubt on your mind. Either what happened is that they are purposefully using the smell to cover something up, or they had a shit ton of it and it caught on fire by accident. There is no way that anybody would make incense smell this potent and this overwhelming purposefully, unless they were doing it to hide something else.
Yeah. And the door's already open?
No, the door is closed.
Okay. And does that one open inwardly or outwardly like the rest of them, like to block off the hallway? Like, do I see hinges?
You do not see the hinges. You think that you probably open it inwards.
Okay. I'm just gonna like touch Randall and Oro, like kind of like on their backs or something, as like how you would not like reach out and grab somebody to like yank them back or anything, but just kind of like resting a hand there. And I'm like, that incense is really strong. And I'll like squeeze a little bit and then just like put my hands down.
Yeah, why is it so strong?
That will become apparent.
Was there just a bunch of dead bodies in there?
She looks down.
Oh God, Jesus!
Oh no!
Oh God!
Just wait. Listen. She opens the door for you and she steps inside. Inside, you can see that there is a wonderfully kind of plush luxury room. You can see that there's like a 4-post double extra huge bed. You can see that there are like blankets and pillows and cushions everywhere. You can see that there is a stick of incense burning, but you can see that the ashtray underneath it is chock full and that there are multiple incense sticks being burned at the same time around the room. The window that looks out onto the street below is closed shut, and the curtains are drawn. And as she walks into the room, she opens a cabinet on the far side, pulling both doors open. And as she does so, being on the other side of the room, you can't quite see over the bed. You hear a thunk thunk noise, and she starts crying.
Is this the one that had the look on her face?
Yeah.
Where is the other one standing?
Behind you guys.
I look back at her.
And her head is down.
What happened?
It's best that you see.
I'm going to walk in. Yeah, I'll go in.
That was such a pause. I was certain something else was coming. I'm going to walk in.
There was maybe going to be something else coming, but
Sure. Okay.
I didn't know. Decide against it.
As you step inside the room and kind of angle yourself in a way that allows you to see behind the bed and to the base of where the cupboard was open, you see that there are 2 bodies on the floor. One of them is a shriveled husk. You see that down to the skeleton, down to the kind of desiccated skin, that has clearly been burned. As you get close to it, the smell is sulfurous. It is so overpowering that being within 6 feet of it is, for you, extreme. The second body is that of a young, unkempt gentleman who has a cut across his throat that has dried blood down his clothes, who has a mark on his forehead, and his lips are sewn shut.
As we're walking in there, what I wanted to say, but I didn't want to interrupt, I want Oro to be holding her thing up here, but have her other hand, like, kind of like holding her dagger, like she's ready to kill someone, like that.
I like that. Can you give me a perception check?
Who you? All of us, you?
No, really.
Okay. 22.
You see that the kind of burned up body that you're looking at has a tail and wings. You can see that there are horns apparent.
Generally, probably wouldn't know a whole lot about what this creature would be, though.
You could give me an Arcana check
Okay.
or a survival check.
We're gonna go survival. Natural 1. But I am going to look at Randall and go like, tail, wings?
It was Dane who was amazing at survival.
Well, my Arcana is 0. She's not smart, but she's used to living off the land, you know?
Mhm.
So I'm just going to point out all the things I see about like the creature looking one.
In the hope that it gives him some kind of bonus, maybe?
Well, just in hope that he might be the one. Like, if he didn't see that, then he'll see all the evidence
you're
needed.
the one who stepped into the room and looked around the corner to look at the bodies.
Oh, that's true. They didn't go in.
No.
Yeah. So I'm going to describe the burned up looking one. Tail, wings, little horns.
Tail. Okay.
Does that? What
Well, I
would
mean,
look like that?
Lots of things.
Humanoid?
And then, well, can I like?
If you step into the room, you could observe the body and give it a check.
I mean, I'm also gonna just be like, who were they?
So Carillian, who is the one by the cupboards, is currently kind of pushed herself back against the wall away from these bodies and is in tears. Arion, who is behind you, says, that is Sharia, and that gentleman is Eustace.
Do you know what happened?
All we heard were screams. Singeing, burning, just agonizing screams. And we came in and they were gone. They had ransacked the place and burned her in her sleep, but she'd fought back and she'd killed this son of a bitch. And she points at Eustace and she bursts into the room and she spits on his body. And she kind of cradles Carillian. Insight check. Go.
15.
The tears on Carillian are, to you, seem entirely legitimate, completely authentic.
But does the story seem legit?
The
Is there a
story
check?
seems legit. Is there a story check? What you've been told from Arion checks out from what you can see.
But is she cake?
Damn cake meme. Fuck.
Oh.
Nugget's not in here. Nugget's on the roof.
Yeah, we're
Outside.
sparing Nugget from all of this. Was she and I just kind of like gesture at the burnt body. She has a tail? Do you know what?
With that, Aeon does a shrug of her shoulders in the same way that you saw Carillion shrug as she kind of shed the color of her hair. And she, before your eyes, transforms. Previously, you saw that she did have kind of horns and somewhat of a tail, and you saw that her skin was red. Now you can see that she kind of goes into what appears to be a more natural, comfortable form for her. The clothes that she was wearing kind of somewhat shift in appearance to match her new body shape as she becomes very clearly something that you might have heard in distant tales of evil gone by, a succubus. She has dark red skin. She has horns. She has kind of a tight bodice. She has a long pointed tail and sharp nails as well as pointed teeth.
Do you think there's a reason why they would be upset to find this out?
People hate what they do not understand.
Do you hurt people?
No, no. At this point, Carillion kind of shouts out, "No! Never! We've never hurt anybody. All we do is run a business."
So were they not clients of yours? Were they?
Eustace was. Eustace loved Sharia.
And how did the other two get in?
The window,
The
probably.
other two.
Well, you said there were three, and only Eustace
She said that there were people in there. They said she didn't number
Oh,
anybody.
how did the others get in?
We don't know, but the window was open when we got here. And we just assumed that it was holy water. That's the only thing that could do something like this to one of our kind.
I wonder if the church is involved. Do you get along well with the worshippers of Sune?
We have no trouble with the worshippers of Sune. As we understand, Eustace was one of them. Several of our other clients have Sune is well worshipped in this town. And what has Sune got to despise about us? We are beautiful, are we not? We love, do we not?
They might not like your type of love. I don't know. But the connection here is the church. All the people that are
what
missing.
Connection?
All the people that are missing are members of their congregation. Several of them mentioned this place, or their partners did.
You think Eustace was accompanied by others of our clientele?
Maybe. All of them had partners who were worried about their relationships and eventually discussed it with the church, except for Eustace. So if they all talked about it and learned from each other that they all came here often, and the church for some reason didn't like what you are, then maybe they turned them against you? I don't know. But it seems...
We also know that Magnus comes here, right? Or came here.
We knew everyone but Eustace did, I think. Let me
You
look
knew
at
that
my
Magnus
notes.
was going to a brothel.
Yeah.
I thought
So the three people that you investigated, you had Jared Yellowfine, who had marital problems because he had, Kent Yellowfine had a lower sex drive. You knew that Conan Cursed, Phyllis had suspicions that he was cheating on her because she found the red hair. Magnus, you knew, was coming to this brothel because Rasheen is asexual, and it was part of their arrangement.
But they haven't said anything about any of them.
They haven't mentioned anything. You guys came in here and said that list of names, and upon hearing the name Eustace, Carillion kind of led you to the corpse of Eustace.
Were any of the other people we named here at the same time Eustace was?
All we know is that we came in here and found Eustace's body and Sharia.
Are there only three
He
of you
was formidable. It would take much more than Eustace. There were only three of us. Now there are two.
here? 4 people with holy water. Maybe they've just gone into hiding then. And they're not actually missing.
Well, we know where they are.
Why didn't you
You
say?
see, this filth spits on Eustace once again. Stinks of the sewers. You see, we cannot smell sulfur, but we can smell shit a fucking mile away.
Well, I guess that's where we should go look then. Perhaps there's an entrance nearby. Is religion a problem? Could we blame the religion? Also,
Elite
Adventures
sewer
also knows the
team.
elite sewer team.
Wow.
But my clothes can't get dirty this time. Ew.
Listen, sewers are just convenient, okay? You can have all sorts of shit in sewers.
Also, it does seem like the sort of place that you would meet if you were planning something terrible because people don't want to be down there.
Yeah.
It stinks.
But everyone knows
literally.
you've been there, apparently.
True.
I mean, if you've come directly out of a sewer and someone who's really good at with sense.
Or anyone close.
Sewers are just the dungeons of the city. Think about it. They
It's
are.
true.
Man.
Perpetual dungeon. Everywhere you go.
Everywhere you look.
It's so hard. It's so hard. Somebody who loves you.
Right. On that note, should we have a bio break?
Yeah.
We can go visit the sewers. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
What happens in the sewer is shit.
I've tried to start leaning to this side a little bit so that it's just.
Yeah.
I think it does it by. Does it do it by depth? I think it does it by depth.
Yeah, it tries to read a certain level, yeah.
What's the foreground and what's the background?
Yeah. I quite like that.
Okay. Hear me.
It still works. Alright.
Wow.
Well, facial recognition technology is quite sophisticated, so I'm sure it's capable of discerning the shape of a person.
Yeah.
Do you know when you turned around and your face went away, actually? Do it again. Oh, his head didn't disappear that time. Okay.
Oh. Maybe it disappeared because my head was covered by my chair.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean like your head disappeared and we could see the background for a second after as I was talking about facial recognition stuff.
Anyway,
Anyway,
let's
Bjorn.
go. Let's go.
A burb. It's me. Ugh. Boop, 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 boop. Do, 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 do. Wow. You'll see on Tom's screen is apparently America and a chair. The winner is me! Yay. Everywhere you look. How you doing, Adam? You okay? My light is very not warm today. I don't know. No. I'm gonna have to turn this off. I'm wearing a cardigan. Virtual background. This is better.
Got a real lack of snacks.
You keep saying this, like every week you'll say you have a lack of snacks. Why are you not
Because
stocking up
I
on
buy
snacks?
them and then I eat them again.
Stop eating them.
I haven't gone for a snack run in a couple of days. I didn't need to if I bought that shit ton of pick and mix, but then I looked at my bank account.
Oh.
I don't want it. But then I did just spend a bunch of money on upgrading my PC. So that's that. That's what it is. That's what it is. When I get paid, pick a mix, baby. Pick a mix.
Baby.
Pick a mix, baby. Sick. Right. Let's save my notes. And after this, I'll have some ice cream.
Oh, what kind of ice cream?
Honeycomb! Which is one of the best ice creams, in my opinion. Honeycomb is amazing.
I don't know whether I've ever tried honeycomb ice cream.
It's very tasty because it's all good things. There's no like cookie dough. I don't like cookie dough ice cream because cookie dough ice cream has cookie in it, and I love the idea of having cookies. But when you have it in ice cream, it's just disappointing.
Wow, that's a hot take.
So hot take. Well, fish food is great. I like fish food.
Mm-hmm. Yes, same.
This is not okay. This is an uncommon opinion, apparently.
Yes,
I think it's all right. I think it's okay, but when it comes to the cookie, I'm just like, yeah. All right. All right. Sure.
Good.
Sure. All right. I guess. Sure. See how well the motion capture thing can catch up with me.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
It's doing all right.
That's doing pretty good.
Impressive.
Oh.
There's all sorts of shit going on.
Oh no no no.
Oh no.
No no no. I had to turn mine off because I'm wearing a cardigan now, so it just blended in with the chair too much.
Oh, that's why you kept disappearing.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna have a donut bite.
Oh shit!
Oh,
do you have a Krispy Kreme nearby that you've ordered from, or was
yeah,
how
nearby,
have you acquired those?
I magicked them.
Son of a bitch! There's one like I can order from for here, but it's like every time I've tried to order from them, they've been sold out of everything. Which is a massive bummer because they had a really good deal on, which was also completely sold out.
Oh.
And there's a Tesco down the road that has like one of those little like cupboards full of
donuts, yeah.
Full of donuts.
Mm-hmm.
But when you see them in there, you're just a bit like, oh, it's not the same. They're just like expensive. But if you have like an actual Krispy Kreme shop, then you're like, oh. Yeah. There are some dessert places near me actually that I always want to buy from, but they're just like I can't ever bring myself to order out dessert.
I understand.
I mean, I want to, but it seems so expensive. Like I'm happy to go and get dessert from a place, but we're ordering it seems so much more ridiculously expensive than it's like if you're in the shop then it's fine. Like there's a dessert place in Grand Central that we went, Saucy and I went to, and it's super good. And I mean it's pricey, but it's worthwhile. Prices are exactly the same on fucking whatever delivery app.
Oh.
But when I'm on the app, I'm like,
Yeah,
no.
it's like, no, it's too much.
It's too much.
That's ridiculous. Just have a yogurt and buy them.
Exactly. So that's why I bought the honeycomb ice cream.
Makes sense.
Ooh, honeycomb. That sounds so good.
Super good.
I heated up some food because I'm hungry, and I was walking back to my room, and the sleeve on this stupid thing caught the door and yanked my arm back, and all my food fell on the ground. And I was like,
Oh,
no. What did you
Ground
have?
food.
pizza.
Oh, rest in
Oh,
peace.
floor pizza.
It's okay.
I mean, we did
Pizza
just
come,
vacuum,
pizza
but
go.
I don't know.
Cat hair.
It depends how hungry you are. How hungry are you? I would
I'm
eat
really
it.
hungry.
I would eat it if I was really hungry.
I'm like, I don't see any fur on it.
Does
that pizza have a T on it?
It looks like it has a T on it.
Are you singing Vitas? Oh, I love it.
I don't know.
That's Vitas.
Sure,
It's called
that's the
Opera
one.
2.
Oh, so
Not
it's
know
not
who
called.
Vitas is?
It's not
One
called
second.
Seventh Element.
Nope.
I know. I know. I've seen the guy who sings the song. I'm just bad with names.
Okay.
Hello,
yes,
have we
it's
met?
Vitas.
I'm Tom.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, that one might be
defining
Seventh Element.
characteristic is that I'm bad with names. Right. Let's continue a little bit with today's game. I realize that we're getting close to 10 o'clock.
Totally is Seventh Element. Anyway, yes, let's continue. Maybe.
We're getting a bit close to 10 o'clock, and I realized that our normal people, dogs, has to clock out then. So we'll play a little bit longer, and then we'll say goodbye.
Okay.
So the scene so far is that in front of you, you have the body of Eustace, who has some kind of symbol carved into his forehead. And you can also see that his throat is slit, his dried blood still on his clothes, and his lips have been sewn shut.
Yeah.
Next to Eustace, you can see the kind of straight up, just dried, burned up corpse of Shireen, who is a husk of a devil / demon / fiend. You're not really sure what's going on there. But she is defo dead, 100%.
Do his lips look like they
I
were
checked
sewn?
for a pulse.
Insight check. I don't know.
Do his lips look like they were sewn shut before he died or after he died?
I mean, how proficient in CSI Miami grade shit are you?
It's all they
I
had
have
on in the
medicine
forest.
proficiency. I've got a +5 to medicine. I'm proficient in medicine.
Oh, well, you could go and check if you'd like.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Sure.
18.
18. You are confident that they were sewn shut before death.
Okay.
It doesn't look like these puncture wounds were done to a corpse. If that's something you can tell, I don't know how you would tell
by the way that like scarring or blood would happen after somebody died.
They look like I mean, with such a high roll, you are confident that they were done like they've not scarred over to the point where they've clearly been there for months and months and months. This is definitely a relatively new thing, but it's not been within the last couple of days or anything.
Okay, so before death, but not an old scar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And does the symbol on his head look like anything I recognize?
Give me a perception check.
$20.
So with a perception of 20, you can kind of tell that it looks like somebody has tried to draw a portrait of a woman silhouette within a circle on his forehead. It
Does
is
look like Sune.
very poorly done. Your best guess would be that it is in some way related to Sune.
I point that out to everyone.
I look through my leaflet.
Like you're looking up from your leaflet, like
Yeah.
There is similarities.
Show it to everyone like that.
Like maybe it's poorly done, but the pose is the same kind of thing.
Yeah, it's definitely the silhouette. Whereas the imagery on the temple, on the pamphlet, it's obviously of a much more full face. You know, there are eyes and lips and a nose. Whereas you're looking
Eyes
straight up
and
at a silhouette.
lips
It's just like if someone's tried their best to realize that maybe this isn't a great forehead tattoo.
Okay.
are there any great forehead tattoos?
In GTA,
a
I
little
have a
bit
forehead tattoo that says "Sleepy" on it.
Oh,
okay.
That's in the
my
game.
God.
Okay, corrected.
That's a great forehead tattoo. We accept this.
Right, can I have a poke around the room? Because I feel like if someone attacked with holy water, there would be some kind of container or a lid, or because it's you're not gonna run off with the thing. Probably it's gonna be more like a dump and run.
Or you
I
had
would
to smash it or
Sure.
something. Yeah.
Or
You
smash
will.
it.
Okay, give me an investigation check. Do you want to do this in a way that's not obvious to these guys that you're poking around the room?
No.
No. Okay. With an investigation of 10, the highest roll. What you get from your read of the room is that it looks very well put together for somewhere that has had some kind of tussle.
Yeah.
I mean, beyond adult tussle. Consensual tussle.
Adult tussle.
That's
CIS Housebound Adventurers.
That's on my Tinder profile. Proficient in
Down for an adult tussle.
adult tussles.
Oh my god.
Tussle with tassels preferred.
I want to ask one of the ladies. Was there any ladies? Hey, ladies. Hey,
Yeah.
fellow ladies.
Ladies.
Was there anything that was dropped around the floor that you had to clean up, or?
This is very much not what it looked like when we came in here. There were the burns all over the blankets. We've had to renovate this room as much as we can to make it look functional. That's what the incense is for, to keep it
Yeah.
looking normal.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what to do with these bodies.
Well, keeping them in a room isn't probably the final best thing.
If you see us walking down the street with bodies,
I'll know why.
it looks pretty bad.
Maybe we should go see what we can find in the sewers, and depending upon what we find there, it will be okay to dispose of them properly, because we'll figure out what caused all this.
I should hope so, because we have no idea what to do.
Did you need tokens to get in before this happened? Oh my god, I just know you changed your thing after I looked that up.
I hope so. Oh god, please help.
Find some plastic and hydrofluoric acid.
Please help.
Oh, hydrofluoric acid, sorry.
Please
This is a
help.
terrible tale that's happened. Wait, he shares in the way.
That seems like a better one for
They've just plastered that on the walls. Ignore the incense and the bodies. Be horny.
I just wish that it was better placed.
Yeah, you
Like
need
up here
to
or
adjust
something.
it, yeah.
Just put it in paint, put a little bit more yellow on the bottom,
That's it.
shove the letters
want it
up.
so it goes over your head like that.
Yeah, circles
horny.
around it.
Like a halo.
Beautiful.
Let's go here instead.
I
Oh, I wonder where that's
it is.
from.
Oh, what's going on over here? Oh, it's just some grass.
That's a weird plant. Who's that on the
That's-
horse?
That is legitimately the pseudo motto. Be horny.
True.
Don't worry, guys. We're going to space.
I'm relaxed.
I tried to go to space and it took my teeth away.
Grass. What? Why do you have that as a screenshot?
I saved it to put in the Discord the other day, and I still have it on my desktop.
Oh my god, what is that from?
It's a character from Overwatch with a
I
new
love it.
skin, and I saved it the other day.
I don't save enough images. What the fuck is going on there?
That's an egg.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
How about
This is a-
Space eggs.
I made this for Todd the other day. He was like, I need a new background. Ah, blim.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Lyra? It's Saucy's Gecko Lyra.
Cute.
Doing a little bit of a scritchy.
Scooch, scooch.
Saucy's gonna want to see that. I've got to send her a photo of that. Of me giving it a scritchy.
The shenanigans are strong with these ones. It's true.
Yeah, sorry. I got distracted. What?
Sullivan, opened your eyes.
I was recording it so I could send it to Saucy.
Oh my gosh.
She's so cute, this Lyra. Look at her little face. I think it's safe to say that we've been derailed enough. We're not getting back to D&D.
I was trying, but it's okay.
Okay. On other topics other than D&D, we have some progress has been made on our charity D&D stuff. We need suggestions, if anyone has any, for Black Lives Matter oriented charities for us to put our charity stream towards. Docs has volunteered himself as a fact checker, authenticity checker, so he has very valid concerns. Things like brand new charities that maybe don't necessarily have a great track record, stuff like that, to make sure that our money is going to the right place that can be the most useful it can be. So suggestions are very helpful.
You should definitely always look into any charity, because you can file for a 501c3 with enough money and you don't have to actually be doing anything good with your money, and there are no regulations on which percentage of your income goes to your programs. Charity Navigator is really good website that does ratings. I used to work in nonprofit.
Ooh.
Some of them are really truly terrible, and they make
yeah.
millions and millions of dollars, and 2% of all of their income goes towards their programs, and the other 98% is paying their staff. Yeah,
Oh my God.
millionaire CEOs. It's absolutely ridiculous.
In the UK, there's a government thing where you can check any charity based on its registered charity number, and it'll give you all their spending reports and stuff that they've reported back.
Oh shit, that's excellent.
Yeah, this one does essentially that, but it's a quick breakdown of here's their rating based on how our system works, and here's the portion of their money. Here's how their money gets allocated, basically. Because it does have to be public record, but it's hard information for most people to sort through, so they do it for you. And I think the Salvation Army is among the worst. It's I think they're 4% of their proceeds go to their programs or something.
Oh my God.
Or it was really bad for a time. And then I think when it became more when people started actually checking on stuff more, I think they might have gotten better, or one of them got better. I think also Susan G. Komen was pretty terrible for a while there, where they only had 10% or something going to their programs. Yeah.
I don't know who that is. Also, Jenny, what does your background
Eat
say?
Tide Pods.
It says, feeling
above
hard,
it?
eat Tide Pods.
Bad advice. Yes, no. Well, so we're thinking about what charities to go to. What the fuck is going on here?
No, puppy. Whose dog is that?
I don't know, I just have it saved on my computer.
The best part part about that image is your reaction to it. Yes. So anyway, we're looking for suggestions. If you've got any, that is adorable. Oh my god.
Particularly if it is a charity that helps with mental health and is dedicated towards specifically the Black community.
Yeah.
That would be the perfect marriage of our normal stuff and this year. Not normal stuff, I should say, like our
usual and annual donations.
Yeah, annual charity run. But
really, any suggestions welcome for now. We'll get docs to sort through them all. On that note, we need to start thinking about who's going to end up joining us in the cast. But we'll do an open call eventually. Excuse me, Carl. Go away. When we get to that stage, we'll start asking people. We've got a couple people lined up, but we need to recruit.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, anyone?
I think that's everything.
Okie pokey. Okie pokey.
Pokey cokey.
Pokey cokey. Right.
Do the pokey cokey.
That's what it's all about. Precise.
Right. Okay. So, Jenny, are you doing your streamy beans in a bit, or what's your plan?
Yeah, I'll be back on in like half an hour or so, something like that.
Okie dokie. Cool.
Wow.
All right.
Bye.
So, everybody else, au revoir.
See you
Au
next
revoir.
week, probably, maybe.
Bye.
Bye.